What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, as you can see, I have Celebi with me, and we're back to head into Ilex Forest for another special event. This event was kind of alluded to in the spiky-eared Pichu event that we did. So this is the Winter 2011 Celebi in a Cherish Ball, and it knows these moves, and that's this event Celebi that we're going to be using. So, of course, you need to be in Ilex Forest, you need to have the Celebi, and a Pokemon that knows Cut. So we're heading into the Ilex Forest, and before I go any further, I should put on a Repel again, because I don't like having wild encounters. So, did not want to talk to the tree. So we cut this tree, and the same shrine as the spiky-eared Pichu event is the one that we'll go up to. So it's kind of cool how both events were linked to this shrine. If you had a Celebi, then you can do this event. And if you had a Pikachu-colored Pichu, which is just a shiny event Pichu, then you could encounter the spiky-eared Pichu. So, now that we triggered the event, Lyra shows up. Hi, Terrell. Have you heard of the legend of the shrine? They say that people disappear when they tamper with it. What was that? Where are we? Ilex Forest has disappeared. That's not it. It's more like we have been transported somewhere else. Something is strange. I heard the radio mentioning the date from 3 years ago. Am I looking at Celebi? That explains it. Celebi must have caused all this. My grandpa once told me that Celebi can travel through time using its mystic power called time travel. Oh, you don't say. Celebi must have taken us back in time, literally. There's someone else here besides us. Let's go find out who. And this event is extremely cool because you get to be a little bit of backstory on your rival. So I named him Tyrell, I guess, in this game. I forgot I even named him that. Tyrell, you told me you were the number one in the world. Are you going to quit? What are you going to do now? One must acknowledge one's defeat before he can move on. I will go solo for now. So that one day I will form a stronger organization. What aspect of you was number one? Gathering so many only to be defeated by a mere child? Putting together the potential of many is how you produce a huge power. That's what an organization is. That's the strength of an organization. I failed to make the best use of my subordinates' potential. But you shall witness one day the revival of me and my Team Rocket. I don't understand you. You don't make any sense. One day you'll understand. And then Giovanni walks off. I don't want to understand you. I will never become someone like you, a coward when you're alone and acting like a tyrant when you're in front of other cowards. I will become strong. I will become a stronger man all by myself. All by myself. What are you staring at? And of course he pushes us again. Who does he think he is? That was unnecessary. But what were they talking about? The revival of Team Rocket. They say that Team Rocket was removed from the Kanto region by a child 3 years ago. So this really is 3 years ago? And then Celebi travels us back to another place. Oh no, it's happening again. It's Celebi's time travel. I always thought this event was so cool as a kid because you got to see some backstory on your rival in the Gen 2 games. And they also make reference to Red defeating Team Rocket in Pokemon Red, Blue, or Fire Red, Leaf Green. I don't know why you have come here. Anyway, I have to warn you that this is not a place for kids like you. Huh? That's the guy we just saw arguing with that boy. You have a certain look. It reminds me of a kid who stood in front of me 3 years ago. You have the same eyes. I'm on my way to Goldenrod City to answer the call and join my team. Are you going to get in my way? 3 years ago, Goldenrod City. Could this be the one that the radio was trying to reach? Giovanni, their boss? Do you hear it, Terrell? The radio is saying something strange. Team Rocket has occupied the radio tower at Goldenrod City. It can't be, Terrell. You solved this case already. This is the radio tower. This is the radio tower. We're pleased to declare Team Rocket's revival. Giovanni? Can you hear us? We have finally made it. My old associates need me. We will not repeat the failure of 3 years ago. Team Rocket will be born again and I will rule the world. And then we get a take on Giovanni. So Rocket Boss Giovanni. He is a Nidoking at level 42. Okay. I guess I'll just keep Celebi in. But yeah, this event is so cool. You get a bit of backstory on what happened between the events of Red and Blue or Fire Red, Leaf Green, all the Gen 1 games and the remakes, and the Gen 2 games and the remakes as well. You get a bit of backstory what happened between Kanto and Johto. So it's a really, really cool event. Lots of these events in the Gen 4 games are just the absolute best. Like there's nothing in the newer games that even compares at all. At least I don't think anyways. Because even the Gen 5 games, I mean, I'll cover those as well, but they're alright, but they aren't even nearly as cool as the Gen 4 and Gen 3 events. Because in the Gen 5 events, a lot of them, you just basically get to learn a new move for an event Pokemon. And that's about it. But in this game, I also RNG'd my trainer ID and my secret ID, so I was able to do the cute charm glitch. I might have to cover that in a video. So that's why everyone on my team is shiny on this game, and then also my Soulsilver version as well. Got a full team, all shinies. But we will take down this Kangaskhan here and then move on with the event. So everything in... What in the world was that? Don't tell me some inexperienced kid can possibly be that strong. But Giovanni's team, as you can see, is quite low level. In my Heartgold version, I've taken down every single Kanto gym leader except for Blaine and Blue. So my team's quite high leveled compared to Giovanni's team. I imagine this event was planned to be done when you had just 8 badges or just after you beat the Elite Four. Giovanni, how is this possible? The past 3 years have been a waste. How can a kid like you manage to destroy my dream once again? The precious dream of Team Rocket has become little more than an illusion. And he leaves. Hey, where is Giovanni gone? I wonder if he's listening to our broadcast. They keep calling for their boss. I feel sorry. They don't even know he's not coming. After this, Terrell, you will defeat them. Wait a second. Terrell, you're still here. Then who will defeat Team Rocket? Not again. I've had enough. Please let me go back to my time. And then again, Celebi transports us. Now we're back in the Ilex Forest. Traveling through time sure doesn't feel good. And then Lyra's Meryl was just waiting. I missed you so much. Wait a sec. So we must be back to our time. It was all so bizarre, but now that we are safely back to our time and Team Rocket's terrible design fell through, we can say, all's well that ends well, right? Terrell, you never cease to inspire great adventures. It was an exhausting day, though. I better get going. See you. And that is it. I'm going to ignore the call from the mother. But yeah, that's the event. So if you had a special event, Celebi, then you get to see some really, really cool backstory into your rival. And you get to realize that he is the son of Giovanni. And then you also get to see a little bit of backstory of what happens between the events of the Gen 1 games and the remakes. After you defeat Team Rocket in those games. And then you get to see a little bit of backstory of them trying to come back in the Gen 2 games. So it's a really, really cool event. And if you guys have the chance to, definitely recommend playing through this event. It's definitely a really, really cool event. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more. And then the next time, we'll be moving on to the Generation 5 games and starting off with Black and White special events. So I'll see you all in the next one.